and you're gonna see how it causes a shift in the economy. You know, people don't realize how much of a part they play in a lot of everyday things that the everyday person uses. You know, is because they're willing to work. They're willing to get paid for the amount they get paid, and it may it may it may boost things, you know, for businesses, but it's also going to hurt businesses because you know the average American is going to ask for higher pay, which is going to cause companies either to shut down or pay more. You know what I'm saying?
It's that ripple effect.
Yeah, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. You know, like I'm saying is for instance, you know, in construction, you know, you could hire a guy that has some kind of experience as compared to a guy that's asking for $50 an hour. And you get the guy that has some experience that they could go ahead and pay him a little less and the job still get done. So if you remove those, everybody else is going to ask for the higher pay. And a lot of businesses aren't going to give you the higher pay, which means you're not going to have workers. And if you don't have workers, your business is going to fall because you can't, what's the word I'm looking for? You can't, you're not going to have enough manpower to do the jobs that you have. You know what I'm saying? As an electrician or, you know, whichever field you're in, it might be 10, 15 houses that the company got to do. Now, you remove the guys that get paid less, it's going to force you to hire people that don't know that you have to teach, which is also going to stagnate your business growth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not like factory work. You know, anybody could be factory worker. You don't have to have experience. You just got to watch the line. You just got to watch what comes down through the conveyor belt or whatever it is. Make sure it's not knocked over. You know, make sure it's upright. Whatever it is, you know, it don't take smarts to do that. But when you in the fields of construction, you know, you gotta know what you're doing. You just can't put up a wall and not put it up properly. You can't install piping and not install it properly. You know, these are water lines, these are sewage lines. You gotta do them properly. You know, you can't be an electrician and run the wire and not connect it properly. You know, it could cause electrical fire. It could cause anything. You know what I'm saying? So I say that to say this is you know, these people come here and they learn these trades and they're good at what they do. You know, so if you're a business out there and you're hiring these people, you know, help them become legal. You know, help them become a person that can stay here and they work for you and you vouch for them. You know, as long as they're not committing no crimes and doing any illegal activities. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, especially if they making your business a standout and they're pretty much putting in a lot of the work. There's ways to solve the problem.
Yeah, because check it out. Since, and this is here in New York, since they've been doing the raids, people ain't been going to church. People been calling out of work. People are scared to leave their house. You know, you got people going to court trying to fight their cases, being arrested by ICE. And these are all people trying to do things legally in a legal matter. And they're still being detained and taken away from their everyday life. And I understand, they're trying to get rid of the undocumented. But instead of trying to get rid of the undocumented, let's get them documents. If they've been here 10 plus years with no issues, they've been working, they've been paying taxes. I mean, it's hard to pay taxes if you're undocumented, I guess. But if we can help them get documented, it's better for the economy because you'll have more taxpayers doing it legally instead of illegally. You know what I'm saying?
That's just smart business.
Yeah, because they got, these people are coming here having children here, so the child is a legal citizen because he's born here, but then the parents aren't, and then you take away the parents, and then the kids are left.
See, that's the bad notion that it sets. Like, the concept sounds good. Like, if you have people that snuck in and there are a bunch of bad hombres that's been causing none of the chaos and destruction, then yeah. But the problem is now is that they're already sucking in the people that already been here for a long time paying their dues. They're not getting caught up. So what they should do is, with the ones that's already paying the dues to society and already doing it the legal way, help them do it, like you said.
Yeah, man. I always say this, right? So the United States is built off immigrants. The Chinese came, they helped build the railroads. Everybody played a part in making the United States. Whether you want to believe it or not, everybody plays a role. And, to me, people, from South America, they've been here too, on farmlands and in all kinds of businesses, So instead of taking away, we should do better. And if you and you've been watching, there's a whole bunch of protests going on all around the country,
everywhere.
And the good thing is that it's peacefully. From what I see, a lot of it is peacefully. But the way these people are coming at other people is it's not peaceful, And I get it. They're not here to make people comfortable. They're here to make people uncomfortable. But what's wild to me is that, there's no they don't care. They don't care what they're doing to these families. And people is people, man. I have respect for all people, unless you're disrespectful to me. You know what I'm saying? So there's a way to handle it peacefully. You know what I mean? It's easy to send them a letter, find out where they live, send them a letter. Let them know that what they dealing with. Have them go to court, have them due process, and take the steps. And like I said, if they've been here X amount of years with no criminal history, not even a traffic ticket, and they've been working every day, you shouldn't be removing them the way you're removing them.
Absolutely. I mean, there's just ways to do it. Well, the government, they move in a way and fashion like, okay, we we the big dogs on the block. Nobody can do it. We could do what we want to do. So people just got to follow to our demands, and that's not the way to go.
But you see, that's the government doing that. So the states are not getting involved with a lot of that stuff. You know, as far as the local police and local government, they against that. Like, I don't know if you saw, like there's even politicians that are being mishandled by agents. You know, they went to a Trump thing, and the guy was like hauled out of there, thrown on the floor, and he's a politician. That's how you treat your politicians. And then I saw somewhere in Minnesota, you know, another politician was assassinated.
And this guy was dressed as a cop. That's like some stuff you see in a movie.
Yeah, over their views on what's going on, you know. And he had a list of people that he was looking to knock off. Like if this is what this is bringing out, you know, it's time to remove him. You know what I'm saying?
Ugly energy.
If his ways is bringing out these kind of people, we don't need him in there.
It's an ugly energy being moved, it's being surfaced around the country. You know what I'm saying? You can feel it.
Yeah, we're a democracy. We're not a dictatorship. We ain't no, you know what I'm saying? They can't, and I hate to get all political on the radio with this shit, but you know, I just think about the families. You know what I'm saying? It's the same for the people that's up north and they're doing time and they don't get to see their kids. So imagine being home and you taking care of your kids. You doing everything right. Only thing you did wrong was enter illegally. And now they displacing your kids from you. For you to be detained and put in some place where now you're just a number and you have no rights. You know what I'm saying? You have no rights. You have no rights. You have no voice. You just become a number, and somebody online, same like somebody up north. You know, somebody up north, they doing time. All they have is their DIN number. You know, that's how they classified it. That's how they know who they are, through their DIN. Their name don't even matter.
It's create the prison state. What do they call it? Police state?
Yeah, man. And it's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong in all aspects. It's wrong. You know what I'm saying? And no matter how much protest, because you know, people here love the protest. They love the protest because it's the only way we get heard. But think about this. If everybody protesting put their money together to hire the attorneys and everything that's needed, will protest still be necessary if you could fight the case in court?
That's how you got to win these.
If you got to fight for the rights and you do it legally through courts instead of protests, because you know how they look at us when we protesting?
Right.
They don't care. They just feel like we just talking.
And they mind, they figure they're just gonna talk all this and they're gonna forget about it by the time the next situation happens, or it's gonna be a lot of hoopla going on now. They're gonna forget about it the next day. Life goes on. We're gonna keep screwing them over. But just like you said, if people put their money up, get a law firm, get some legalization. That's the only way you can win the war. Because everything is fought through court battles now.
Penal law. It's the best way, because that's where you get the results.
So you get a good representation law firm to fight for the behalf of the people, because this is the only way you're gonna win, really, because money talks. You know?
For real. You know, it's the Prodigy always said it best. Real power is people. But what happens when the people are not being listened to and they silencing the people? Because that's what happens when they fight back. When they start hitting the people protesting, now they start hitting them, shooting tear gas at them, you know, silencing them. And I was just thinking, you know, the last time he was in office, we dealt with the George Floyd, all those protests went on. And it seems like every time he's in office, that's all we see is protests.
Fuckery.
You know, and it's not right to the everyday people, the everyday working person, the blue collar person. You know what I'm saying? The people that are getting paid minimum wage and still getting up in the morning to go to work. It's just not fair to those people. And a lot of those people are the people being detained. That's going to take the job at McDonald's that the average American don't want to take because they feel they too good to be at McDonald's, or they too good to be at Popeyes or Walmart or a supermarket, or, you know what I'm saying? Because they got this fallacy of life that they want to live, of being in designer clothing and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some bitch ass, you know, like Poet said, man, fuck all you bitch ass niggas, man. It's Faye Band all the time. Screwball Radio. And yeah, man. Well, you know, first and foremost too, man, shout out my brother Black Poet. Full hand to my brother Kyron Solo. One love to my brother Branche. Blackheart. Rest in peace KL. Rest in peace Hostile. Rest in peace Screwball Louie. Let's move on from this politics, because, you know, we could sit here for hours talking about all these wrongs and what could be right, and you know,
that's a whole nother dialogue within its own. You know what I'm saying?
For real. And you know, I believe tonight is game 4.
I think so. Oh, let me check it. It might be tomorrow night. Hold on, let me make sure. That actually been a pretty good series.
I know Indiana up 2-1.
Now they tied it up, brother.
Oh, so it's 4-4.
Yes, sir.
I mean 2-2.
Yep.
That's what's up. So that's only three more games to go.
Yeah, it's long. Because I think Oklahoma, they won the last game, 111 to 104. So now it's even.
The crazy thing is that game 3, they could have won that too. And they fucked up. They fucked up big time, and then these guys came back and they was able to win by a couple points.
You dropped the ball on that, man. Like, y'all got to close these games, man. For real.
I mean, I think they're gonna. You know, I got my hopes on OKC. They deserve it, you know. The Knicks organization is going through it right now. They just fired the coach. Meanwhile, I don't think I would have fired the coach.
That don't even make sense to me because he got the team further than any coach has gotten them for the last 20 years. So the smart thing would be just build some better talent. You don't just fire the coach just because they don't win the championship. It's like giving up on Phil Jackson when Phil couldn't get over that hump with Jordan. He just had to get the pieces to the puzzle to make it happen.
Yeah, for real. But I think they should have gave him one more year. Gave him a couple more pieces. And I think we'd have a better outcome. Because it's not like we had a bad...
Yeah, it's probably had to be something personal right there. It's probably some... You know how it is with these managers, these owners and these coaches. Sometimes there's be some ego issues. Eternal issues, so to speak.
But he's been there for a while. He's been the coach for a while. But these last 2 years have been his 2 best years coaching.
Right.
Last year we made it to the playoffs. This year we made it, almost to that number 1 spot, And you don't know what was going on, but we'll see what next year brings for the Knicks. I think they're going to get a couple pieces. I've been hearing a lot of trade rumors for Kevin Durant. And, I heard someone say, like, they should bring Kevin Durant to New York. And I don't think we need a Kevin Durant. I think we need other pieces. And don't get me wrong, Kevin Durant, one of my favorite players in the NBA. But I think we have everything in Brunson and Hart and Cat. We just need another couple people off the bench that could give those guys some rest,
Right.
That's just how I feel personally, you know what I mean? Like, even if we get another big man, a big man that's under the rim big man, not so much a shooting big man. Like Towns, he's good, but he's a shooter. He likes to shoot from outside, We need that we need that dominant guy under the basket that's going to block people out for the boards, because that second chance point is what matters in basketball, Instead of, coming down the court, shooting a 3, missing, then they coming back down the court, shooting a 3, missing. Like, that's some boring ass basketball to me,
This motherfucker just over here just jacking threes and stuff.
Yeah, shooting bricks and you know what I'm saying? Like come on, man, take it to the rim, get that extra and one.
Lazy ball to me.
And I blame Steph Curry for that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's Steph Curry style of play, and everybody else want to copy Steph Curry. But let's get back to basketball, man.
And that's what I like about this game here, man. Like, even though a lot of people aren't watching the game because they're not really superstars, they're actually taking it back to the essence of really badass basketball that we grew up and loved. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really playing to win.
Yeah, these motherfuckers out there, like, they at the carnival and they trying to shoot the basket to get a little, stuffed doll or something. You know what I mean? Take that shit to the hole, man. Get that and one, man.
They want to go. They ain't want to go to get to that and one. They figured because that's the thing about the Warriors. They brought that 3-point shooting ball and it worked for them. So everybody figured, hey, we ain't gotta bang out. We ain't gotta get clothesline going through the rack. We just gonna play it safe. But see, yeah, the Warriors, they're slowly, they're aging a little bit. So that part of the game is aging out. So now they gotta go. No choice but to go back to the essence. You got to ball hard now.
I mean, I'm just all for basketball, man. Like real basketball. I don't mind the 3-pointers, but like for instance, I don't know if you remember the Celtics Knicks game. The Celtics done put up like 23 pointers, man.
Damn.
Not saying they hit them all, but they took 23-point shots. Like, is that needed? Can you just go to the hole? And when you go to the hole and you score and you get fouled, that's a guaranteed 3 points. That's guaranteed. As long as you make that free throw. Instead of missing, if you hit 5 3-pointers out of 20 shots, you wasted 15 shots.
Damn.
But yeah, man.
That's ridiculous right there. Hey, you know what? Check this out. Before we go on a music break briefly, one of my favorite moments, I actually posted this on the Screwball radio page, to promote the fact that we talk about sports. One of my all-time NBA moments was when Larry Johnson hit that 4-pointer for the Knicks. You remember that? Classic.
Of course. LJ was the man.
I actually had my uncle, both of my uncles was out there, man, and my dad was out there, man, to watch that game, man, right at the Garden. So they told me that place was ecstatic when he hit that 4-pointer.
I mean, yeah, it was great, but it ain't get us nowhere. The Knicks ain't won a championship. Shit.
73.
I wasn't even born yet.
It was a 72, 73?
Exactly. I wasn't even born yet. New York need that, man. And, shout out the Yankees, man. The Yankees is the real team that keep New York champions, man. The Yankees.
I was going to ask you this question too. And this is what somebody told me that stays out of New York. And now this is true. Is there a reason why the reason why a lot of people don't rock with the Knicks is because they seen as losers, and more y'all rock with the Yankees because they're seen as winners? Because New York is very prideful, so therefore y'all mostly rep winners.
Nah, I mean, New Yorkers is they love their teams, man. They're gonna rock with the team, win or lose. You see how they was this year at the Garden?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was flying those blue and orange, white colors, man. But so what I got to say to that is, the Knicks had to deal with the Jordan era. The Knicks had to deal with the Kobe era. The Knicks have to deal with the Steph Curry era. So, it was hard. It was hard. Like, think about it, right? Kobe won 5 rings. Jordan won 6 rings. That's 11 years right there. Steph Curry won 4 rings. That's 4 years. LeBron won 3 rings. That's 3 years right there. So that's a total of what? 11, 15. Huh?
That's like a total of 21 rings, I believe.
Yeah.
Not to mention Spurs.
That's 21 years. And that's how hard it's been for the Knicks to win something.
Yeah,
But
you had dominating too.
what we need to do is, yeah, you know, the Celtics, you know, we need to bring. I mean, we got to start on Jalen Brunson, but we need somebody else. And I think with another person that's a big scorer, I think that, you know, they could get some chips. And the difference between the Yankees and the Knicks, one, you know, Steinbrenner wasn't afraid to spend the money on the players. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He wasn't afraid. If you was hot, he was signing you. Pitchers, hitters. It wasn't about, you know, if you was great, they gave you the money to come and be great in New York. That's why the Yankees been the best team in New York for all these years, because they're not afraid to spend the money. Look at for instance, look at the Jets, right? And shout out all my Jets fans, because I'm a Jet fan, you know. But they don't want to spend the money to acquire a quarterback, a running back. We always get the quarterback when they're at their lowest point, when they're almost out of the game. You know, from Aaron Rodgers to Mike Vick.
Vinny Testaverde.
Testaverde came in early. He was young. But the Brett Favres, you know what I'm saying? What's his name? The Flaccos. All these guys, you know, we got them towards the end of their career. We ain't get them in the beginning of their career. You know? And one thing that's different between the Giants and the Jets is that the Giants, they're going to have the best defense, and they're not afraid to spend a little bit of money, where the Jets don't want to spend no money. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you know, even Buffalo, even though Buffalo is up north, and you know, New York City don't really look at Buffalo like being part of the city. But look at what Buffalo did, you know. They get the pieces that they need, and you know, whether they make it or they don't, they go far. They go far in the playoffs, where the Jets don't even contend. You know, I think last time the Jets was in there was like 05, 06. Sanchez was the quarterback. But yeah, man, let's get into this music, man. Get these people Saturdays started up. Shout out everybody listening to Screwball Radio. It's your boy Comet the Madman, Mr. Rugby, Mr. 5000 with my brother E. Mossberg.
Yes, sir. Yeah, shout out to y'all for being patient with us in the midst of all these little technical difficulties. But we're going to give y'all some bangers, and we'll be back with y'all.
Who hand?
Feel me? Now what's up, sis? What's the problem? Now, here's the file. Now they got me like a top agent shogun, watching me program. Took a hot nigga go from smash and explosion. Check the fabrics he worn from. Sass on the flow, get the documents from. Here we go. Now they got me like a top agent shogun, watching me program. Took a hot nigga go from smash and explosion. Check the fabrics he worn from. Sass on the flow, get the documents from. Here we go. Now me and my kid, now they got me on a plane Madrid. Can't say must get documents, scheme on brick. One rig to retrieve, send pick, back team and quiz. hurrying. Homie in the lobby, honey, studying the lottie-dottie. Once a piece, so hugs the chief. Bodyguard study charming, find spot to sneak, hit a weakness, I peeped it. Housekeeping, leaping, he's sleeping, give a little piece then. Click, click, pick skips. Off to me, what did me? Hush, what me, Jimmy? List the white collar crimmy. Hope do the right thing with I bring Brits. Don't also keep a copy for me just in case trifling. Might get in trouble though. Hype nigga like a flow. Life of a double O. Now they got me like a top agent shogun. Watching me program. Like a hot nigga go from smash and explosion. Check the fabrics he worn from. Sass on the flow. Get the documents from. Here we go. Now they got me like a top agent shogun. Watching me program. Like a hot nigga go from smash and explosion. Check the fabrics he worn from. Sass on the flow. Sign documents from. Here we go.
This that. Alcohol at the back of your neck after a fresh cut, sharp and dressed up. Sway Valley dope boy Grace, the 88 911 Porsche in the car chase. Hit the switch, drop oil and slide safe to home base. Go yard, place your bets. Subway Series, Yankee Mets. Sticking up the game again. Yankee and the Englishman. Who the best storytellers? Keep it a Will Chamberlain. Gangster and a gentleman. Cameras and bow ties. Fragrances, linens are tie-dyed. Suave Monaco flow. Universal audience watches us. Green Burmese, lotus flower. Silky as tux. Connected like Clarence Avon. Respected like Stringer Bell and Barksdale Avon. It pulls at my heartstrings just to say I got a song by Ricky and Nas, Black Bonds.
Now they got me like a top agent shogun. Watching me program. Like a hot nigga go from smash and explosion. Check the fabrics he worn from. Sass on the flow. Get the documents from. Here we go. Now they got me like a top agent shogun. Watching me program. Like a hot nigga go from smash and explosion. Check the fabrics he worn from. Sass on the flow. Get the documents from. Here we go. Excuse me, Mrs. Winterbottom. Yes, 008 seems to be acting unusual. Should we send the acid? Send the acid.
Axon. Militia.
When it squeeze first, yes, it's never questions asked. Deep dirt, strap, I make that pressure last. Street skirt, let every weapon flash. Toes tag, that core in the swag. How we check it back? Squeeze first, it's never questions asked. Deep dirt, strap, I make that pressure last. Street skirt, let every weapon flash. Toes tag, that core in the swag. How we check it back?
Y'all know how to move when it's danger. Why? Cause I don't know how to cool when it's anger. I ain't gotta use a finger, and I'm removing your molecule with an anchor. Beat you to a pole, you move to the hospital and a strainer. This performing an abortion on a prostitute with a hanger. If a lot of you remains, then you gotta use a container. Call a lawyer, you gotta use the retainer. But we lift heavyweight, fuck a jogging suit and a trainer. I cock and shoot with the flamer. That's my way. We sell bricks half off for Black Friday. Stone saying you can't see the metal cause that's pave. Cougar riding shotgun with me, that's Sade. Brick delivered from Mexico, nigga, that's Padre. Money talks, nigga, that's blase. Blah. I'm on a fast highway, I'm whipping a jack sideways. My clip longer than my last driveway. Prick.
Squeeze first, yes, it's never questions asked. Deep dirt, strap, I make that pressure last. Street skirt, let every weapon flash. Toes tag, that core in the swag. How we check it back? Squeeze first, it's never questions asked. Deep dirt, strap, I make that pressure last. Street skirt, let every weapon flash. Toes tag, that core in the swag. How we check it back?
Aviator Ray-Bans and a leopard Chevy. Spin the block, drive through like I ain't get the bevy. I do shit by any means, never necessary. I'll have your noodles stuck to the metal like it's wet spaghetti. Remember when I was on a mission to spawn bread? Psychic felt the bomb treads when my palm read. Pull through and get to the point like a long thread. Me and Graf, Martin and Will in a house of blonde dread. I never seen them around, and why they say they local. I got a pound that I like the crowd like a reggae vocal. You be riding around with the cops like your name is Fogel. How you standing on business now if your brain is mobile? Only playing to get you the dirt, that's squirmy. Banana clip is the bird, the Max Ernie. Light you from the bike with your thotty, that's Kermie. Riding shotgun with your body, that's Bernie.
Squeeze first, yes. It's never questions asked. Deep dirt, strap. I make that pressure last. Street skirt. Let every weapon flash. Toes tag that core in the swag. How we check it back. Squeeze first. It's never questions asked. Deep dirt, strap. I make that pressure last. Street skirt. Let every weapon flash. Toes tag that core in the swag. How we check it back.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, yo, I don't know what else these people want from me. Time and time again, I done showed up and showed out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey yo, the race ain't built from speed but from endurance, and you not built to last from that performance. I lay dormant, rise up like Godzilla. The menace in black just peep the God killer, and my niggas is moving like the fruit of Islam. One wrong move look like now your shit gone. Spit a shitstorm, ghost write your whole eulogy. Sidestep the tomfoolery, fuck who you be. High praises gathered in my name, whether 2 or 3. Demons of the spirit trying to ruin me, pursuing me. Beat them down brutally, I'm relenting cruelty. No hesitation if it ever comes to you or me. It's like that, yeah, it's really like that. Chop your hands off, you won't get the mic back. I strike at whack-ass cats that can't rap, and end your career just off for impact. And yo, I lay dormant, rise up like Godzilla. The menace in black just peep the God killer. I lay dormant, rise up like Godzilla. The menace in black just peep the God killer. I lay dormant, rise up like Godzilla. The menace in black just peep the God killer. I lay dormant, rise up like Godzilla. The menace in black just peep the God killer. Hey yo, don't be the next one with your head split or laid out quick on some what you said shit. I dead shit soon as it's birth. Call it stillborn, blade still drenched in blood while it's still drawn, still wrong, love held right. I'm right either way, still form, grab this mic and write you away. Justice equally as powerful. Marvel at the way I forcefully devour you. Hit the armory and I grab my favorite weapon. Hattori Hanzo slash through your rap session. I kill bills, throwing hundreds on the table. A group of dead rappers that should form a record label. Mine unstable, rhyme will slay you. PB the best motherfucker, what saved you? Save you from yourself and from the spiritual. Sit through your album, it's gonna take a miracle. I lay dormant, rise up like Godzilla. The menace in black, just peep the God killer. I lay dormant, rise up like Godzilla. The menace in black, just peep the God killer. I lay dormant, rise up like Godzilla. The menace in black, just peep the God killer. I lay dormant, rise up like Godzilla. The menace in black, just peep the God killer.
It's called Smuggler's Blues. It said it all about a certain era. These guys had income from questionable sources. In the end, they left a tremendous legend in their wake. They were pirates, they were racers, they were exciting, but they were also doing time, some of them for the rest of their lives.
Time from the watch on my wrist. I know you see that crown on the side of my fist. I keep 100 rounds in a stick, a few 100 pounds in the whip. Some went out of bounds and got clipped. We went out of town and got lit. We covered them grounds, we took trips. A few niggas drowned, some jumped ship. When bodies was found, no evidence. We fed the whole town, it made sense. Pirates, y'all. Listen. Yeah, we came up when we drove down them bumpy roads. Yeah, that devil lurking for your soul, searching for a purpose and a goal. Don't end up worthless in a hole. My man just came home on parole. Chrome heart hoodie with a pole. 1,000 grams standing over the stove. Bad bitch in Versace robe. Bagging up them 36 O's. He had an open case, but now it's closed. As soon as that rat was exposed, we dressed in all black on the low. Outside shoveling snow. As soon as we see him, it's a go. I'm hopping out that 7 Series Beamer with your hoe. All my little demons on go. In that Hellcat driving slow. Gucci backpack full of blow. Couple hundred racks on the flow. If you got a cup, we gon' pull. If you got a slut, tuck your hoe. We knock you for your bitch, that's for show. Pirates, the Glock got a switch, that's for the block, that's my bitch, that's for pirates. Listen, yeah. You know the time from the watch on my wrist. I know you see that crown on the side of my fist. I keep 100 rounds in the stick, a few 100 pounds in the whip. Some went out of bounds and got clipped. We went out of town and got lit. We covered them grounds, we took trips. A few niggas drowned, some junk ship. When bodies was found, no evidence. We fed the whole town, it made sense. We fed the whole town, it made sense. Everybody gonna eat, son. Yeah. We move right because we got taught. We moved that white and never got caught. First shit was lit before it went dark. He went OT and got knocked off. That's when the bullshit first popped off. What's in the dark we gon' bring to the light. He claimed to be the king of New York like Frank White, until he lost his life and got beaten with many stripes like the Passion of Christ. All his cash start blinding our sight. I couldn't separate the days from nights. Jet lag on them Cali flights. Bad bitches, Miami nights. Don't make me sacrifice your human rights. All my niggas about the savage life. Pirates, y'all. Listen. Thought they knew, son. 5 pounds of pressure, 100 rounds of better. Da Vinci hat with the matching sweater. All black biker, supreme leather. My shooter stopped fucking with lean, now he doing better. Shit, I'm trying to keep my team together. Stay away from rats when you touching cheddar. Watch the niggas that's around you, they'll get you set up. And when the shit go down, homie, keep your head up. Man, they talking in the town when you touching paper. Same ones that say they love you be the one that hate you. Man, it's something about a sucker's nature. Yo, 4 or 5 mules that caught me 40 acres. And then I caught me some land down in Jamaica. Pirates, listen, yo.
Yeah. Screwball Radio.
Number bangers right there, man.
Episode 230. Yo, what up, Shorty Cliff? Family from B-More. Cool Hand, my brother. Yeah, man. Nothing but heat. I know we got some more treats for them, too.
No doubt, man.
I wanted to touch base too because my man Just P, he just dropped his new album, and he's got some heat on there, man. He's got some heat on there. If y'all ain't get it yet, y'all need to go get that. It's on all streaming platforms, of course.
Support that real music right there.
Yeah, it's called Where There's a Will, There's a Way. It's produced entirely by my brother, DJ Swab, who produced my Authentic Cloth album. And, shout out GS Advance. I believe he's the only other feature on there besides myself. But Just P, he been putting in work. So, we got a couple joints I wanted to play off the album today. and then next week we'll do a quick review on it. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
For sure. Let's get it rolling, man. Let's give the people what they want, man.
Yes, sir.
You trying to get out of here, E, or you got time?
We'll give him about 10 more minutes.
Bet.
Yeah, we'll give him about 10 more minutes. We'll go give him some music right here. We're gonna get back with y'all.
Let's get it.
You know, we missed a little bit of timing, but let's give it to him.
Yeah, definitely. Let's go.
It must be the way that I move. You feel me? It must be the way that I move. My flow aguacate, moving pa'lante. Highway maneuver traficante. When the Glock spit, hit hard like Bernard Hopkins. Floating in the Aston Martin, high as a Martian. Sipping Remy Martin, balling like Mellow at the Garden. Revenge of the fallen, rain like Starling, car stalling, engine leaking. Missiles that he's seeking, things scheming, fiends tweaking, moving like supreme teaming. On the block, Billy Jeanin', poverty the reason. I'm active all season, only pull the blicky if you squeezing it. Rap Stephen King shit, do a leap on the strip, stacking centuries. Eyes on my enemy, they're dealing with jealousy. You feel the energy, feel my presence. You can feel the tension, a man on the mission. The true and living, intelligent but act rude and ignorant, nigga.
Yeah. Hey yo, it must be the menace. Sticking to your word is how you stand upon your business. I flip words, type endless, verbal gymnast. Beat you down to your senses, leave you windless. I spit nothing but triggers, heavy hitters. Hands built for gripping bitches, counting figures. I leave foes out in ditches, some in stitches. People stand by and watch, taking pictures. Get the scriptures, black suit, dirt pictures. Called the preacher, caught the graveyard shifter. Double our medallion like a power ring lantern. Blast you off of willpower, hit you where you standing. I write all canon, spit non-fiction. Music for the soul, to anyone who listen. It must be the way I put the pen to a page. Focus on the rage, and then I engage. It must be the way that I walk. Hey yo, it must be the way that I talk. Hey yo, it must be the way that I move. Hey yo, it must be the things that I do. Hey yo, it must be.
Look at me. I beat you. You hear me? I beat you. I win. The fuck? Come on, Jesus Christ. You're supposed to destroy me. You know, show me what a big man you are. What a fucking big man you are. Huh? Well, I got you. I fucking got you. You filthy, stupid prick. Fuck you.
If you know what you got, then you ain't got much. So what's your destiny?
I want destiny.
Turn my scars into plans, turn the block into a classroom, selling to a stand. I done seen too much, it's just so fake where I'm at. Came from the dirt, I'm clean, can't erase none of that. It's a lot to accomplish, I still got a dream. I move with a purpose, nigga, I still chase cream. I done survived in the streets, I done dodged the grave. 10 toes down, nigga, never asked to be saved. Seen the cold in your eyes, you see the hunger in mine. Keep my head in the storm, stay aligned with the sun. This life don't promise you nothing, just plain and text. So I thank God daily for every breath. You can die for the name or a peaceful glance and live broke forever, nigga, if you miss that chance. I won't destiny. I won't. Every soul was like a page when it turned. I could've died 100 times, still breathing in grace. I got the fire in my chest that can't be replaced. You know I did it all. You with my back to the wall. When I rise above it all, when we fight, when we brawl. Sick ain't no fear in my heart. You know I weigh in the truth. Just take a hit of this nigga, it's 1,000 proof. You know destiny, not luck. It's a path to create. Even God don't bless you when a nigga straight. Hey, so I'ma lock it down. I'ma break free. It's my time, my life, my destiny. I had to bet up on myself now when the dice swing up. You know I fuck with that. You know they love it the most. You know life got curves, but I drive with wheels. So what's your destiny, nigga? Is your life fulfilled? I want destiny. Said that I was too steep, so I rose from the bottom to the top of the street. I've been broke, been solid, been stabbed in the back, but I learned how to move, never fell off track. Now my goals ain't just mine, this for those who wanna make it, for those who wanna take it for their time that was vacant. I see my destiny like a crown in the mist. Now what's the best for me? Just getting money, getting rich. So you won't know where you be until you take that route. Your destiny niggas call a nigga, just close your mouth. You know I push them in the corner, tear they ass to bits. You know I stand tall, nigga, I was born for this. You know that's the nigga's mind, you know I had to believe. You can't find nothing, nigga, if you don't got G. Get money.
Yeah, that was an exclusive sent to me.
Oh, what was that, man? I know they had the Tonight's the Night remix beat behind it.
Yeah, that joint there is from Daz Dillinger's new project titled Revenge, Retaliation, and Get Back, and he used the Michael Jackson sample.
That was some good shit right there. Shout out to the West Coast, man. All y'all hold y'all head over there, dealing with all the situations going on, man. But one thing they can't stop is creating this great music. You know what I mean?
Yes, indeed. And you know what? The reason why I ain't want to leave yet, because we gotta, talk about a little bit about the BET Awards that happened. Like, what I liked about it was they gave it up to the legends, man. Like, it was dope seeing Mariah bring Rakim to the stage. They gave it up to Snoop. They gave it up to Jamie Foxx. That's what it's all about, man.
I mean, to be honest with you, I ain't really watch it. I saw Jim Jones performed on it. Shout out Harlem. One time for Harlem. But what I did, I'm going to tell you what I liked about it. They kept it hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They did the basement segment. Ludacris went off. Jim Jones. Snoop. Of course, Snoop came out, performed. You had your Lil Wayne moment. I believe Bow Wow performed, you know. And, you know, even though those artists are not necessarily hip hop to me, I mean, you know, Bow Wow, he got hits, but it's more like R&B rap, you know.
Right.
Lil Wayne, of course, you know, he's a newer generation artist, but I don't listen to Lil Wayne. Don't get me wrong, I've heard a couple of joints, you know, like the joint with him and Benny the Butcher, you know, but I wouldn't say I'm a Lil Wayne fan. I wouldn't sit here and tell you, you know, he's the greatest. He might have been the greatest for his state, but not overall in hip hop. I would never say he's better than Jay. I would never disrespect the culture, but he has made a mark in the industry. You know what I mean? So I would never take his flowers away from what he has done, you know. Especially mixtape Wheezy. You know, mixtape Wheezy is a whole different Lil Wayne, you know.
Yeah, man. The No Ceilings.
Yeah, you know,
Start.
like I said, he has his moments.
Yeah.
You know, he has his moments. I just wouldn't give him the greatest of all time. You know what I mean? I mean, number wise, he probably did because, you know, all the other states might listen to him that way. But I really believe that, you know, as far as New York, as far as like Philly, Baltimore, Chicago, Cali, I don't really think they bumping Wayne like that. You know, maybe all the other states. You know, New York definitely give him shine, but only reason why he got shine in New York is because the Swiss Beat record. You understand? And the fact that he did a couple joints with Cam and he did joints with Jewels. But other than that, you know, like I said, I ain't hating on Lil Wayne, you know, much love to him and his whole camp. But yeah, that's what I saw on the BT little clips I saw on Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah,
But yeah, man.
it was also cool too to see Snoop get his appreciation. Then you see Dr. Dre coming out there and Warren G and Corrupt performing Ain't No Fun. It's good to see the West Coast guys still being active and putting out good music. And I'm definitely rocking with Snoop's new album. I mean, Snoop been on point for the past couple projects. Ever since he acquired Death Row Records, it seems like he's been more focused.
I mean, Snoop is you know one of the goats, man. He's one of the, you know, he dropped his first album. I think it was what 92, 90, 92.
93, dog. 93, man. One of the GOAT debuts ever.
You know, and to still be relevant in 2025 and still putting out good records and still passing the torch along to up and coming artists. And you know, he's one of the reasons Benny Butcher got signed to Def Jam. And you know, he's just, you know, doing his part for the culture, you know. And Snoop wanted to he really wanted the one artist from that I still listen to from the West Coast. That Doggy Style album is still official today. You could put that album on today. Right now, you could put it on. You're going to listen through the whole album. You know, Dr. Dre did crazy with that production.
Man, they had a whole task on board, man. They had also people like, you had Lady of Rage, RBX, Dog Pound, Warren G was up there. Sam Snead. Big shout out to my man Jay Flex. We had him on Off the Cuff Radio. He did some joints up there with Snoop. He did I think we had Barney Rubble Thomas on the show too on Off the Cuff Radio. He did Murder Was the Case with Snoop. So it's like big salute to those guys, man, because you also need the architects to make the movie production sharp.
Yeah, shout out to my man Shorty Cliff, man. He, you know, that's the family from Baltimore, man. He like, I don't listen to Wayne either. You know, boom bap is true hip hop. And that's one thing, man, is no matter what you do with the beats, man, boom bap is always gonna be the realness, you know? The realness.
That's hip hop right there. When you hear them scratches and when you hear that slap, that's when you know right there you in that hip hop state of mind right now.
Yeah, I mean, even with the loop, even with the loops, even the sampling, like all that is hip hop, man. All that is hip hop. Like, think about it. A lot. I'm gonna tell you this. A lot of the producers from the West Coast used to come to the East Coast to dig for records, and vice versa. A lot of producers would go to LA and dig for records to get those samples. You know what I mean? Like
right.
I'm gonna tell you this. Lord Finesse is one of the illest producers out there. And I know for a fact that a lot of, you know, the Dre's, the Ice Cubes, you know, they listened to Lord Finesse back in the day and went and dug up them records and then flipped them their own way, you know? Like, look at Ice Cube, you know? Ice Cube came over here. He got these, Public Enemy was behind one of his first albums. You know, so that whole sound, a lot of the hip hop sound comes from the East Coast when you're listening to the boom bap. You know?
And plus, what people don't know is too, if they really did their digging, because this is the beautiful part about being able to own physicals. Lord Finesse produced the message for Dr. Dre on Chronic 2001.
Yeah. I'm telling you, yo, listen. Lord Finesse is hands down one of the illest producers in hip hop and doesn't get enough credit. You know?
David Thornton said, "You better recognize by Sam Snead from the Murder with the Case movie soundtrack. It's one of my favorite songs." Yeah, that beat hard as fuck, man. That's one of the hardest beats Dre ever did right there with him and Sam Snead, man. That was a hard one.
The funny thing is I got that album on vinyl.
The Murder was the Case.
Yeah.
I got mine on CD, but it's scratch all the way to hell, but I'm hoping to get that joint fixed, man. I'm about to buy another, man, but I got the original joint that I bought from 9-4. So it's holding up considering like after the 12th song, that bitch just skip all the way to
hell. I mean, that's how you know, that's how you know it was a good album, you know?
Yeah, man, we wore that shit out. I mean, between that one, go ahead.
Either that or your CD player was burning up and started skipping.
That shit is
ruining the CD, you know?
Cause after it got to my man, rest in peace to my good friend CPO the Boss. He got a cut on there with Slip Capone. After it got to that song, that shit started skipping. I said, "Damn, man." He said, Lord Finesse is also one of the greatest lyricists in hip hop. He also filled with Ice-T and the Rhyme Syndicate. Facts.
Yeah, man. I mean, Lord Finesse gave you DITC. Lord Finesse gave you Big L. You know, Lord Finesse gave you Fat Joe. You know, You know, the list goes on, man. The list goes on.
Yes, sir. And you know that's what we got to do,
And
man.
he
We
also
got
he also produced on Big first album.
Sure did.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's give him give him some more music, and then we got to take him out of here. E.
No doubt. And you know what? I'm gonna also hit them up with a big birthday salute to the DOC. Another contributor to the hip hop culture. So yeah, we're gonna play a joint dedicated to him called The Formula. We're gonna end it with some Sly Stone, and we're gonna be back then for our closing statements.
Let's go.
High energy, full with the wisdom, sense of a rich man, knowledge in the rhythm. This is what I'm using to come up with a style, so I'll interact all together better with the crowd. Nervous for a second and the record starts spinning and I fall into the state of mind of what I've just created. Pumping like the doctor, D into the RE suckers ready to leap up on the tip when we made it. Created so I'll never be regarded as a regular, more than just a little bit better than my competitor. You should never underestimate the fashion. I hope for the stage whether I'm cooling or thrashing. Cracking the concoction created by me. When read, you read, E equals a D-O to the C. Knowledge and the talent that my mother had born to her equals an artist I won't be warned. What is that, Dre?
It's the formula.
It's like a message that only I can understand. But those who want to comprehend will again be in the midst of the brother. Unlike another in any way, cause Trey don't play. Say what the others say. Originality is a must. Whenever I bust, the funky composition is crushed. And I trust that you know it when you hear a funky record with potential. Be getting hyped with Dre rocking the instrumental. Nothing like what you've heard before and more, never less. See, I don't vest. I mean, I'm like fresh, if not the freshest. When I'm expressing my thoughts on, Ronnie, you can help but listen up and get caught on. Because I cook when I pick up a pen and begin in the end, it's dope. That's cause I wanna win. Knowledge and the talent that my mother had born to her equals a duck. What is it, Dre?
Yo, man, that's the formula.
Dope as long as I can like imagine making each record that I do better than the last one. Take a little time, choose the topic and drop it, release it. The science of making dope beats with rhythmic American poetry. Tipped at the stations, not many people know of me. I'm the D into the O and the O into the C and the C into the period. Suckers are fearing this when heard the dope style calculated by the great. Wait and take just a second to get caught up in my record. New but not a kid to be warned. If something's getting torn up, then I'm doing the tearing, not being torn. Shaping up to be one of the top vocalists, lyricists, and when you hear of this, you shouldn't choke on this. Knowledge and the talent makes it valid for me to get it patent. Dre, tell them what I'm rapping.
The formula.
In the cards and I think I might have read this. So don't lie and try to front like someone said this. Most who know thoughts served by the doc see that it's a mission impossible trying to rock me. For an arena who that's me to perform for her Geo and easily I flow when you know using a formula.
Yeah, you're not gonna get great music like that anymore. Rest in peace to the legendary Sly Stone.
Yeah, for real, man. You know, in the last couple years, man, we lost a lot of greats, man. And the sounds this the soundscape for music is going to be different, you know. But we definitely lost a lot of pillars in the music.
Yeah, man. And it's only our due diligence to keep their memory alive by doing this show here.
Yeah, man, we got to keep playing that music, man,
Right,
and
because
pass
that's
it
how they
on.
live. That's how they live. They
Because
live in
for
generations to come.
because the music is history, right? So if you're a hip hop head and you listen to the old records and then you hear where the sample came from, it makes you do more research. It makes you dig more. It makes you listen more. Because now the fun part is hearing the record and then trying to find where the sample came from. You know, and that's always been my favorite thing about hip hop. You know,
Yes.
like just that song in itself. LL Cool J used that sample. You know,
Yeah, it's like 5 different pillars of elements used on different 5 classic hip hop records from that record alone. If we really do our soul searching and sampling, these
yeah,
guys are the forefathers, man, for real. So it's only right for us to keep them alive, keep that memory alive.
for real, man, for real. We got to do our part. We got to teach the young. If anybody young listening, it's a great place for you to find out history. Because we always speak in history on here. We always giving the OGs their flowers, and you know, and the up and coming, we give them their shine. But that's what we do on Screwball Radio. No, we keep our feet on the ground. We keep our ear to the street. We keep our heart to the culture, and we push forward, man. We push forward.
No doubt. So yeah, man, we about to sign this off, man. We got off to a shaky start. I'm thinking what happened was I had to cut a function off to log you in. So next time it shouldn't mess up anymore because I talked to the technician while we was on the music break. They sent me an email back and it was telling me to cut that guest function off. So next time when you sign on, it's not going to ask you for your YouTube.
Got you.
Yeah, so we
Yeah,
should
I
be
think
all right.
that was because usually I'm on my phone, but I think it's a little better. I'm on my iPad anyway.
Right.
So I'm able to talk to the people on YouTube through the phone, and then I'm on here with you on the iPad. So
It works out.
indeed.
It works out, man. He said, yeah, Shorty said, damn, I'm just finding out this is where LL got the sample for Mama Said Knock You Out. That's the beauty of doing this show, brother. We enlightening everybody.
Yeah, peace, beloved. My brother Shorty Cliff, definitely a Screwball representative. My dirt platoon out there in B-More, you know.
Yes,
But,
sir.
it's that time.
Another episode in the books. We about to close it off with one of your joints, man, because we want to, since you hosting the show, it's only right we close it off with what you be putting in work, whatever it be classic stuff, new stuff, you name it.
Yeah, I'm just gearing up for this new music, man. When this new music pop, man, listen, man. If the love is real, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But until then, I'm gonna be right here, Screwball Radio, every Saturday night, 9 o'clock, with my brother King Eric, or Eric Marsberg, as I call him. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully my brother Piggity be back on the show again. or solo or any of my screws come back up on the show again. But until then, you know, we're gonna hold it down.
Yeah, we're gonna rock it out, man. So yeah, we about to go ahead and end it with this, and we'll be back next Saturday. Same screw time, same screw channel.
Yo, peace to Shorty Cliff, peace to David M. Thornton, from Connecticut to Bmore to New York to North Click, worldwide, Screwball Radio. We out of here. Take us out of here,
right.
E.
All right.
Tell you ain't from outside, you ain't from my side. We ain't trying to compromise. The real gon' coincide. The vibes don't lie. I ain't had feelings since my niggas died. Puppets and pawns from dusk till dawn. Prepare for the quiet storm. When it rains, it pours. Gotta weather the storm. Realize the roar. They not ready for war. They let the Henny pour. Let the semi off. Rhyme with reason. These mumble rappers committing treason. Misleading. I ain't feeling what they feeding. Who in? We proceeding. We outside. Reporting live with the realness. In the trenches. Where shit is live. Worlds collide. It's a suicide. Shit is real on my side.
They can't do it like the kid be.
Hey yo, I got a dog that bites, fuck the barking.
Peace to the old time niggas who send me.
Yo, I got a crew with the beats and the smarts in.
They can't do it like the kid be.
Hey yo, I got a dog that bites, fuck the barking.
Peace to the old time niggas who send me.
Yo, I got a crew with the beats and the smarts in.
Yeah. Crack that bottle, man. Ain't nothing but that real hip hop. Pour that Henny up.
Yeah.
Man, Screwball. Toast to the real.
Bitch niggas will switch up in the blink of an eye. We still gon' ride, ain't no switching sides. Float like Clyde the Glide. Real shit, ain't no disguise. A word to the wise, cross me, better be crossfit. Watch you start ducking and dodging. Shooters don't talk, they firing. My thuns, I confide in them. Only a few, I show honor to them. The feeling's mutual, inside the outside. Shit is real on my side. Ain't gotta question who I am inside. Been through some real shit, survived off closed door meetings, maneuvering with heated seats. Cool Krispy Kreme, double R denim jeans, Screwball Supreme Team, cash rules everything around me. Trying to own property, eat off commodity, globe trotting from my side to your side.
Like the kid be.
Hey yo, I got a dog that bites, fuck the barking.
Peace to the old time niggas who send me.
Yo, I got a crew with the beats and the smarts in.
They can't do it like the kid be.
Hey yo, I got a dog that bites, fuck the barking.
Peace to the old time niggas who send me.
Yo, I got a crew with the beats and the smarts in.
Yeah, salute the whole Screwball. Word up. Yeah, welcome home Solo. Welcome home Philly Phil. Word up. The General Black Poet, my brother.